All right, back out here on the BSA. The gauge game. I found my original gauges. Assume these were my original gauges. They're actually from the Thunderbolt. Tell by the rubber on there. Versus these, the metal. And these came in the mail from Florida. And these are reproduction ones. So, do some disassembly and figure out what we got going on here. I did get my original ones to free up. They were stuck also. They seem to be doing okay. A little bit of LPS and yeah, moving along. But yeah, taking these studs off and unmount these. These seem to be mounted differently. See what that's all about. All right, forgot to record some of that. Better half came in here and started talking to me, and I got a little bit distracted. Taking the screws out, that one screw there as a bonding wire. Pop this one out here in a second. I'm gonna take these other two screws out, and I'm gonna polish this plate up. You know, once I get them off there, it's probably not a bad idea to get that thing a shine. All right, push the speedo up through there. Just push it out through the bottom. Been there a long time, but yeah, you can see how that plate's got the pad off there, or cup, I should say. The pad area there. It's a lot. Put a pretty good shine on that thing. Throw it on the buffing wheel. So I'm gonna pop that other cup off there and get this gauge plate cleaned up for new gauges. All right, one thing I noticed, little metal inserts here. So definitely need to pop those out and transfer them over to these new rubbers. There's rubber cups there. So yeah, got to get cleaned up. Head to the monster truck thing at the fairgrounds. So circle back to this later tonight. All right, Saturday morning on the BSA here. Well, actually getting close to lunchtime. Starting to get hot out. Probably gonna head to the lake after getting this polished up here. It's smoking hot outside. But yeah, got that polished up. Gonna run with the new gauges. I was thinking my old gauges, but you know, I got them. I don't remember which one was. I think they're both seized up, the tach and the speedometer. But it freed up right away. The speedometer. Tach took a little bit of soaking. Soaked it with the Croil and put a little LPS 1 in there. Let that sit overnight too. After I got the Croil out of there, you know, I just tipped it upside down. Let the Croil drain out. LPS 1 in there. Then tipped it over a little bit this morning. More I thought about it. Got two new cables. I think my original gauges would be okay, but I'm gonna give these new gauges a try. I bought them. I got new cables. They show 0 miles. You know, I rode a bike down the street once, so yeah, I'm gonna start off with fresh gauges on here. All right, I transferred over the little inserts there, metal inserts. I'm gonna bolt the rubbers up to the base plate here. All right, as you can figure, stuff doesn't want to line up. Those two top holes lining up. About half a hole off in these bottom ones. So, not sure if I can force that or not. Yeah. See what happens. All right, starting them with a gap. I got 3 going, but it's hard to show that. The 4th one, it's quite a bit off now. See how it goes here like this. All right, got all 4 of them started to get it to line up. I'm going to run them down, and I guess it'll see if it sucks it up. You know, it's rubber, so it should, you know, pull, I guess, which way it's got to pull. Just hopefully it doesn't distort it too much. That's what I was afraid of right there, how it looks distorted. This corner here mostly, I'm thinking I pull that screw out, that might, you know, get circular again. It's kind of got a slight egg shape going on. Kind of figured that might happen. I'm going to stick the other one on, see how that goes. That one went on a lot better. One with the tack. Lined up better. That may have on its own just started getting a little more circular, or my eyes got used to it. I guess you could always take that lower screw out. Could even re-drill it, which, because these ones get nutted on the backside. A fender washer, but could do that. I'm gonna see how the gauge fits in there first before I go drilling on this old plate. All right, got nuts back on. It's a little bit different than the, I showed this earlier or not, but these 66 gauges, metal too, this here, versus the rubber. Let's see how these gauges fit in these rubbers here, these new gauges. Let me take back that statement about putting new gauges on instead of running the old ones. These things fit in here, just, they're not happy. Yeah, this one's kind of, you know, being held there by its, the tripometer thing, which doesn't want to turn now. Not sure what the deal is there, if the rubber's pressing on it too hard. This one here is just, you know, there's not the profile, they're too tall. They don't fit down in there, and you can't make the rubbers deeper, and you can't friggin' make the gauges shorter. So these were in bad shape. I want to see how the original gauges, because speedometer works on that one, the tach doesn't. At 67 over there, tach works, speedometer doesn't work. So not a wasted effort here, you know. But yeah, this gauges are probably going back. Probably going to keep the rubbers, and I got that plate cleaned up to go on the other bike. And I'm going to run my original ones. All right, original gauge fits okay in that boot. It does got a little you know, something there. Maybe just shim it with something. But the tripometer, you know, this fits in the hole decent. And it works good. I couldn't get this big obnoxious thing to work in there, and it got bent, of course. So returning these gauges might be not an option anymore. It's kind of scratched up too. Yeah, buyer beware, I guess, some of this stuff, you know. I think I could reclock them and run them without rubbers, just reclocked on a plate and mounted, if that makes any sense. Yeah. I gotta love it. Anyhow, not gonna get worked up on getting these gauges over to that 67 right now. Just gonna chalk it up. It is what it is, and put my original gauges on. All right, got a tag. Look at that discrepancy. 1,000 seems about right. That thing seems low. All right, just brought the BSA back from one of the longer rides I've had on it, 16 miles. Kind of just going around, checking temperatures in the same spots. The pipe's discoloring. A little concerned with the jetting. I checked the plugs; they were a little minor bit of soot, but they were you know, had a coffee color to them. Yeah, they had a coffee color to them. They looked okay, but to clean the grease off the back wheel from the last time I took it out. Didn't take it very far, just a quick little spin. This time I took it up the hill, a few hills, and put it under some loads, but I noticed more grease and on the wheel, and I noticed the wheel's how it's not spinning very good. You can hear it here. I mean, yeah. Hub's hot, not smoking hot, but definitely warm. And my chain's decent tension, so I'm suspecting I got a bad wheel bearing. And I rebuilt these wheels. Same with my dad's. His wheels spin pretty good. My Thunderbolts, they spin pretty good. This one is not spinning so good. So I figured I'd be adjusting my mirrors and whatnot, and little things, but looks like I'll be changing a wheel bearing. Guess that's how she goes, huh? All right. As I was spinning it, I noticed this thing just started doing this. Your speedometer drive is moving with the wheel. So definitely got to get this thing off, see what's going on here. First thing, take that cable off there, eh? All right, didn't expect to be at this point of the game, this inning, you know, where I'm at. But back on the lift, popping that spacer out, that fell out. So yeah, gonna pop this wheel out and check out these bearings, see what we got going on there. All right, spinning pretty freely. Obviously, it's only on the other side there. Tangs on there. Not so good. That thing felt like it was maybe binding a little. I got to investigate that speedo drive a little more. But yeah, I'm gonna pop the wheel all the way off, feel the bearings. I'm already this far. All right, the more I mess with that, excuse me, that thing's got a bind to it. You know, it's I'm assuming it's original. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna get another one coming. I was thinking about pulling one off another bike at the same time. Just get a new one. Bearings on the wheel, they feel like they're new bearings. So thankfully it wasn't. You know, bearings feel all right. So yeah, I'm gonna get one of these tach drives, or sorry, speedometer drives, and yeah, get on the horn, get one coming real quick. Like I got other bikes to ride, thankfully, so it's, you know, it's just I want to put some miles down on this, but you know, these happen. These have been sitting for a long time. Must have got overlooked. Didn't notice it binding earlier when I was rebuilding the wheels, but obviously I had an issue. All right, back out here on the BSA. So we're, you know, seems all well now. I did take the speedo drive unit apart, cleaned it and greased it, and put it back together, and it still had a bind. Basically, I've left the pinion out. I guess that's what I would call that, the pinion gear. Give me some grief, so I got a new speedo drive on order, but for now, basically got it back together. It's rolling pretty good. That there was a culprit. You know, is what it is. But yeah, gonna take it down the road, put a little more load on it, and heat cycle in there, and all is well. Did 16 miles yesterday. That's what the right cylinder looks like. Come on, quit getting blurry. Gonna check the left. This one seems to have a little bit of sooty here, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, throw it back in, run it down the road a little further. That soot that was on the bottom there didn't concern me too much. but it's not like down in there all over the plug. I was a little, you know, wondering what's up with these pipes. Looked at some old pictures, and this pipe was dark like that in the old pictures. The other pipes in here on the other bikes don't got this going on. Yeah, not too sure. This one is bluing out big time. But plugs look okay. It's running okay. There's not any. It's not any. It doesn't feel lean. You know, it. First time I had it out, it was rich. But so yeah. As far as I know, they're the original pipes, but maybe not. Could be the process. You know, they're different from each other from side to side, but the plugs look pretty similar. As I said, it's running down the road good. Pipes on a Thunderbolt, they don't have any discoloration. A little bit on that 67, right out of the head. A little bit of goldish going on, but nothing like how these are behaving. Anyhow, let's keep running her down the road, see how it goes.